I want this chance to show you that your garden karate is so much nonsense. And that's quite easy to do. I know kung fu.
Show me. I don't have a real justifiable reason as to why, but for some reason, I genuinely hated the Jaden Smith Karate Kid movie. And I think I mainly hated it because that motherfucker didn't throw one karate kick. Everything he did was kung fu. Why wouldn't we just call the movie the Kung Fu?
But that doesn't have name recognition. And it's Will Smith's Prodigy.
Alright, but that just really let me down, and, I just kind of really just shit on my childhood.
Oh, I shit on everybody's childhood.
Yeah, but I took it exceptionally. So fuck it, let's get right into it. It's going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another exciting edition of H8L Presents Fist Fights and Fried Rice. I am your host, Taz. Brought with me this evening, we're working with a light crew tonight, but we are going to have us a great time nonetheless. Rolling 15 inches deep, the destroyer of all things ovaries. The Dirk Diggler of the H8L. I am happy to bring to you the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, the Bastatch himself, Lobo.
I was born ready.
Also rounding out our crew this evening, a man that truly needs no introduction, the connoisseur of combat sports, the self-appointed black man of Dagestan, the Rain Man of martial arts. I bring to you a one, Justice Magnificent.
Yo. It's morphin' time.
Fuck yeah. Gentlemen, because we are discussing the mighty Morphin Power Rangers and their impact on martial arts.
After 10,000 years, I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth! Magic wand! Make my monster grow! Ha 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 ha! It's morphin' time! Mastodon! Pterodactyl! Triceratops! Saber-tooth tiger! Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah, it's fucking morphin' time, motherfuckers.
All right.
Man, how could you not go back down memory lane and remember that? Like, you could
man.
just picture that.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Man, whether you loved it, whether you hated it, in the very least, you watched at least one episode of a bunch of kids putting their racial difference aside in order to fight motherfuckers in rubber outfits, destroying cardboard and plastic cities. You know what I was going to do is I was going to put it out for everyone to pick their own fucking dinosaur outside of what they've already listed. Instead of saber-tooth tiger or T-Rex, grab some other shit. And then when I went to actually, Google some different dinosaur names, I had a hard time pronouncing shit, and I realized, I would fuck this whole intro up. Because the original intro was going to be, somebody doing the whole after 10,000 years I'm free. I'm like, all right, guys, it's motherfucking morphin' time. Stegolepantsaurus.
I feel like everybody would have fought over Velociraptor.
See, I didn't even think to do that one. I was picking some shit that I knew that I couldn't even fucking pronounce. Stegolepantsaurus.
Yeah, what is that?
I'm out of school, so my knowledge of dinosaurs is limited at best.
I never liked dinosaurs until like this. So, I never really cared.
So, dumb question. What are you guys' thoughts on Power Rangers?
I mean, when you was younger, it was cool. The first 4 seasons. After that, it's kind of when they started going into Turbo and Shogun and all these different other types. I lost interest real fast.
Okay, all right. Lobo, how about yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Justice. As a kid, I loved it. Then it just started. As I grew up, I was like, man, this isn't for me anymore. It was great though to go back on it and look fondly at what I liked as a kid.
Man, see, I wish I had those memorable, happy, wonderful memories that you guys had. The joy for me died when my uncle brought it to my attention that in the original Japanese version, the Yellow Ranger's dude. So, and the Yellow Ranger was my favorite. So, of course, whenever Trini, that was her name, would be on the screen and she's, doing her cartwheels and her kicks, I'm like, damn, I want to marry her. I want her to have my kids. I just love her. And my uncle's like, man,
It didn't shock you. It was weird that she was the only one not wearing a skirt.
Well, no, because I just figured that, you can have 2 broads with a skirt, whatever. Who gives a shit? Maybe she's not really feminine like that. What blew my mind is when my uncle was like, yeah, so you like that, huh? That's your speed? I was like, yeah. He's like, so you checking her out right now? And she's in her little yellow costume running around kicking the crap out those clay people? I'm like, yeah. You see that bulge right there? What? Yeah. Yeah, that right there. You like that? You like that right there? I'm like, what are you saying? What do you mean what I'm saying? Because in the Japanese version, there is no Trini. Yeah, this nigga's name's John or some shit. Like, what? Yeah, it's more of a time, ain't it? What? No. So, after that horrendous nightmare came to life for me, I never liked the Power Rangers the same way. So I didn't make it 3 or 4 or 5 seasons like the rest of you cats.
How many episodes did you get in before you realized that?
Oh man, I didn't know until
almost 300 episodes of the first season.
Oh, I wasn't anywhere close to 300. I can tell you that right now. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. I think the green one had just joined the team as a good guy when he brought that to my attention, and then I was like, okay. Emotionally, I'm dead inside.
He kind of messed you up.
Yeah, he ruined my childhood. So I was like, you know what? I just have to focus on the martial arts. And that is one of the things about Power Rangers that I loved and pissed me off at the same time. I'm a big believer in if you're going to do a TV show showcasing martial arts, all I'm saying is outside of those costumes, it would help if the kids were versed in martial arts. The Red Ranger cat, Jason, okay, you know what? Legit taekwondo karate dude, outside of his costume, so his fight scenes look pretty good. Tommy, Green Ranger, same thing. His fight scenes look fucking fantastic outside of that costume.
I know where you're going with this one.
And you know what? I can accept the fact that in real life the Blue Ranger was a gymnast. I can accept that he really couldn't fight, but he has some good cartwheels. So I'm okay. You know what? I can fuck with this. I'm all right with Trini not being a martial artist in real life because she's fine, so it don't even matter. So she could just stand there. That pink one, all right. I mean, I guess she knew some shit. I don't know. Her fight scenes always enraged me. And of course, then that leads me to the Black Ranger. Oh man, the Black Ranger.
Yep. Very distinct style.
Oh, he sure did. They made it a point to let everyone know that the Black Ranger, Zack, what rhymes with black, his fighting style was hip hop keto. So we got to give him some hammer pants, a box, with a rat tail, and 90s themed public access rap music. And whenever he fights the putties, he got to pop and lock, hit the jazz split. Yeah. But you know what? I will give Power Rangers their credit, even though they clearly they never made the Black Ranger weak. I will give them that much. From the episodes that I remember, I can't remember a time where he was ever like a damsel in distress. I can't remember a time where they was like, we got to stop what we're doing. We got to save. I was going to say Black Ranger. We gotta save Zach because this motherfucker's worthless. No, at least he did his thing.
It's pretty much Kimberly.
Yeah, he did his thing.
He actually had an episode where he destroyed a monster with his axe.
Yeah, all by himself. And I like the fact that his axe was actually a pump action shotgun.
Yeah,
that was some hood. That was some hood shit right there. They were like, "Where are you from?" I used to always wonder, like, what would it be like if Power Rangers was made by like everyday people? Like if I was just fucking around and walking down the street and got kidnapped by way of ray of light and brought to a command center out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Inside of a floating tube is a giant head and a weird sissy robot. And they're like, hey, Alpha, I need you to recruit some teens with attitude. Yeah, that wear their colors every day. They were more loyal than any gang that I had ever seen in life. Like, they never missed an opportunity to wear their colors. Nigga, you the Black Ranger, you were wearing black every day, no matter what, always. But I couldn't imagine being zapped into this faraway place and then being told, hey, Taz, you have been chosen. Okay? We're going to give you immense powers. Yeah, keep talking. A giant robot that's a dinosaur or some shit. It's going to come out of a fucking volcano. I don't know where this volcano's at, but he's going to walk to get to wherever the fuck you're at. All right, cool. We're going to give you a little watch. And you just show up, I guess, to the fucking command center, and then I'll zap you to wherever the fuck you need to be. We're going to have you just basically have full contact fights with, livestock. Yeah, because Rita, who clearly hasn't figured out that there's several billion people on Earth, has decided that this one town with only 2 minorities in it, a black and an Asian, this is where she needs to attack. Never miss school, never miss class. Gotta love how gotta love how.
But Morph in the middle of the hall and nobody seen him.
Nobody. And nobody would question, why there's 5 Power Rangers that show up in the middle of the park. And there's exactly 5 students unaccounted for. Man, you see that yellow ranger? Man, she sounds just like Trini, who was wearing that yellow shirt today.
Yeah, that dude that wears the red shirt, and that was him, wasn't it?
What I did like about Power Rangers was their hangout spot, their little juice bar, which served as a community center / dojo / juice bar / eatery / pizza parlor / arcade. And I like that. That's where they practice their karate.
California, they were 20 years ahead of everybody.
Was it California, though?
Was it?
They never said where Angel Grove was.
Well, it's by the sea, so it's definitely someplace on the west.
Right.
Apparently it's by fucking volcanoes, too. And it's also by the Arctic, because when these dinosaurs would come out, they would come out from these geographical places that I would just find odd that they would be, within walking distance of where they're at.
Yeah, I always thought it was based in California. I mean, just based on the weather and just the people. Yeah.
It's better than the new movie making them in a Midwest town somewhere. First
off, fuck that new movie. I went into that movie with open mind. I did. I was like, you know what? They're going to put a fresh spin on it. We got special effects now, so we don't got to rely on cardboard. We're really gonna turn this shit around. Nope. I was just better off watching these motherfuckers fight cardboard. The new Power Rangers fucking sucked. The costumes sucked. Alpha sucked. Their characters sucked. And I give them their credit. They tried to change the whole color scheme around. They made the Black Ranger an Asian. That was clever. They made the Yellow Ranger like a lesbian or some shit, a Hispanic lesbian. I guess that's cool. The Blue Ranger is a black dude who's autistic or some shit. That's all right. Cool. That's cool. Red Ranger's still, white dude. Still in control, still got power, but whatever.
Pink Ranger's still pink.
Yeah, Pink Ranger's still pink, but she's a rebellious teen. She ain't gonna take no shit. And apparently Rita was the old Green Ranger, whatever. Man.
That movie sucks.
There's still volcanoes in Angel Grove for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, we do have volcanoes in the U.S.
I
so
mean, we
fucking
do.
else,
They just don't erupt every day around 3 p.m. And giant robots come out that nobody seems to see. But even though I'm shitting on Power Rangers, I thoroughly enjoyed it for what I saw until my uncle ruined it. I commended the use of martial arts on film. I respected the fact that it was an action-based TV show for kids back during a time when you could actually show violence on TV as long as there was a quote-unquote message being told. Like, to me, I don't know what message that you're really telling when you say, hey, you see those kids over there? I want you to destroy them. I want you to jump up into their Zord, kick the fucking hell out of them until they fall out that bitch, beat their ass some more until they, demorphosize, or whatever the fuck the term is, and they go cowering back to their giant floating head in the tube. But the moral, I guess, the story was about teamwork, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I guess it didn't, teamwork didn't work the first time.
I mean, we got to bring our Zords together because, clearly we can't just gang up on this one monster, the 5 of us attacking at 5 different directions at 5 different times. But no, we need to bring our Zords together. We need to put our cultural differences aside and kick the hell out this giant pig.
Everybody hold hands.
Hell yeah. Yep. If we don't have time to make our Zords morph into one bigger Zord, which was actually the same size as all the other Zords, but that's neither here nor there. It's clearly a dude in a plastic suit, whatever, who cares? We'll just combine our weapons together to create one big nuclear gun that will blow a fucking hole through this giant pig.
Did you imagine walking by a place and seeing this shit?
Yeah, it's called The Fever Dream. And I imagine that drugs would play a huge part. Now, like I said, I commend them for what they did, man. Just taking a popular Japanese series, splicing it, adding some American actors, throwing a few little bullshit fight scenes, whatever, and then make a multi-billion-dollar industry out of it. I don't even know how many incarnations of Power Rangers there's been. I'm going to say there's been at least 25 at least.
There's at least 20.
And I know some of them they've rehashed, because I could have sworn they've done like some dinosaur shit or some ninja shit or some samurai theme shit numerous times. I could be wrong.
There's 3 different samurai series.
Yeah, see, that's just laziness, right? But I guess they have to go off of what they're doing in Japan, so I guess I can't really shit on it too much.
Haim Saban is a genius.
Oh, he sure is. That motherfucker took chicken shit and made fucking billions of dollars off of it. And he's probably like, yeah, fuck all of you. There's nothing you can do. I'm rich, bitch. Because there was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There was Power Rangers Zeo, Turbo, Power Rangers in Space, Lost Galaxy,
Alien,
Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm. I'm just reading the fucking list. Dino Thunder, something SPD. I don't know what the fuck that is. Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, Rangers Rip 'em. Oh, Rangers RPM. I'm mad I said Rip 'em. The fuck is Power Rangers Samurai, Power Rangers Super Samurai, Power Rangers Mega Force, Power Rangers Super Mega Force, Power Rangers Dino Charge, Power Rangers Dino Supercharge, Power Rangers Ninja Steel. You guessed it, Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, Power Rangers Beast Morphers, and the 28th incarnation, Power Rangers Dino Fury. All right, so let me ask you guys this. If you guys could be... Actually, no, let's not even say what incarnation. If you guys could be any fucking Power Ranger, which one would it be? Be honest.
Probably the Green Ranger.
Okay.
Yeah, Green Ranger, yeah.
Green Ranger, Red Ranger.
Okay.
The only cool ones, really.
I'd be the White Ranger. Because imagine what a mind fuck that would be. Me come out that curtain, all touched like an angel dressed in solid white, and pull that helmet off, and I'm what you see.
That would actually be quite progressive for the 90s.
White people's heads would just explode. I didn't know. Yeah. Yeah. But I was confused, though. What was the White Ranger's dinosaur? Because if the yellow one had saber-toothed tiger, what the fuck was he?
White tiger.
Yeah, the white... Well, it transformed into something else. It turned into a bird, too.
Yeah.
That was after the movie.
Oh, that's right.
Movie. Okay. That was after. Yeah. Okay, got you. You
guys remember that movie?
Yeah, that's when they all got named. Then the Black Ranger got a frog, and he was really pissed about it in real life.
And as he should have been. They did him wrong. I'll tell you what they did wrong was when they replaced those 3 original Rangers with the I was going to call them the Great Value Rangers, but those other three motherfuckers, they did them wrong. Because first off, Trini was fine, so she deserved to just have all the accolades in the world. Can you tell I had a thing for Trini? And I didn't really give a fuck that the original Red Ranger left. I didn't really care.
Surprising no one that knows you.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, right? You know, I like all the international flavors. Let me shut the fuck up. Anyway, and then they got replaced. So it was Jason, Trini, and man, I was getting ready to call him Hip Hop Zach. Zach got fucking replaced with I don't remember their fucking name. Rocky,
Aisha, and what was that? What was the Black Ranger? Oh man, I can't think of him.
Oh fuck.
Adam. That was
Adam.
Now I will give credit. Adam clearly knew martial arts because his fight scenes when he didn't have his costumes on was legit as shit. Rocky, I don't really remember him too much. I just remember
Aisha was terrible,
horrible, and she had a big forehead. You know, for those who don't know, when you get your hair braided and you braid that shit too tight and it pulls your fucking scalp back, Aisha suffered from that. And it always bothered me how she got them braids in that helmet. I'm sorry.
That's why she had braids, though, right?
Bro, that was a lot of braids. She wasn't stuffing that shit in that helmet.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's how I know she didn't.
I can't remember how long it was. I had to look at it again to see how long they were. Yeah,
she wasn't stuffing them in that helmet.
Yeah, she had those Janet Jackson braids from Poetic Justice.
Exactly. She'd been like, "It's morphin' time." No helmet.
I was looking into the series of how they got rid of certain characters. They made a huge convoluted backstory of why she went to Africa.
First off, okay, I'm glad you brought that up because that shit made me mad as fuck. Aisha, she's no longer on the team because she's gone to Africa.
It's way worse than that. Apparently, she spent time there, and because she spent time there, it changed her family history. So she just is in Africa.
So, what do you guys think about the series once they changed the three main leads and put in these fuckholes?
They were heading in a good direction.
Were they?
When they got when they got the ninja costumes, then you got to think about the movie came out right after. You did see a cameo of Amy Jo Johnson and whatever Billy's name was in the movie. But I think it was for me. I think it was kind of after Zeo. It started to just get crazy and like the lost.
Oh yeah, with Turbo and all that.
That whole shit let me down.
Was it because they brought in a kid? Because that's what most people point at. And I was like, no, the series just sucks.
The kid always enraged me too. But when they did the ninja shit, I don't know why, but that just enraged the fuck out of me. I can accept the fact of, okay, you guys are supposed to be the most powerful Power Rangers in the history of all things Power Rangers. And on top of that, you're teenagers with attitudes. So clearly when you fight with Tude. But now you need more power because you can't stop Lord Zed, even though you've been fighting Lord Zed for damn near almost 100 episodes. But whatever, fine. You just need more power. Now, I could have told you about this power long ago. But instead, I decided to keep this a fucking secret until now. You need to go to the distant planet of fucking Zeganoff or wherever the fuck I'm going to send you to, where you will then meet a half-naked jungle guide who will, for whatever fucking reasons completely unknown, will take you to the sacred Ninjetti powers. And let us not forget, it was Ninjetti, not Nin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I actually forgot about that.
Oh, I never forgot about that shit because that enraged me.
Although you talk about the half-naked jungle guy as if that's a problem.
Oh, no, I was okay with that. I had to wipe my palate clean from the whole, Trini fiasco, so I was okay with that. And then that leads us into the fucking movie where all of their costumes change for no reason, which I was okay with. Actually, I kind of dug the new costumes because it looked like their costumes were made out of like plates of armor, so I kind of dug that a little bit. But then they fought a villain who has never been mentioned ever in the entire series. And was it Ivan Ooze or some shit?
Yeah, he's the most powerful villain, and he's trapped on Earth. Conveniently in Angel Grove and a giant egg.
And it's going to take not only the Power Ranger powers, but it's also going to take these Ninjetti powers and our new Zords. And you went from a mastodon to a frog.
I went from a saber tooth to a bear, so I mean, it's not much better for anybody.
went from a T-Rex to a flying dragon that somehow had a little man riding on top of him. I never quite understood that whole thing. Yeah, and I have to agree with you, Lobo. Once that whole fiasco shit happened and it turned into Zeo, for me, all downhill. And I personally haven't been able to go back since.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, I think, and plus by that time it wasn't really. I was at an age where it really wasn't interesting because it became like I don't know, it just became corny, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
You had 45-year-old Billy still pretending he was a high school student and just hanging out in the fucking watchtower. Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
he had a whole ball
What's up,
spot.
guys?
Like, you know what I'm saying? A whole receding hairline.
Yep.
I did like reading his story, though, when he left the show, because apparently they were giving him shit about his sexual orientation.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, man.
I mean,
I was like, man.
you could do that in the 90s.
Yeah, back in the 90s, you could get away with that.
Yeah.
My whole thing was they didn't do a good job of, hiding that for the show at all. Because I always thought that of Billy. Just listening to him talk. Hey, guys, you got to get that sacred orb. Let's go.
You really wanted to hang out with the Red Ranger and show him karate?
It's morphin' time. Let's go. Okay, hey, cool. But then I forgot, like in the 90s, that was still during that time of, don't ask, don't tell. I had forgotten about that shit for the longest time. So I was like, man, you know what? I actually believe him when he says, yeah, they treated me like shit backstage because of my sexual orientation. Like, oh, you know what? I could see that happening. I really can. I've always wanted him to, like, tell stories like, yeah, the fucking Pink Ranger, man, she'd be fucking, picking on my makeup tips and shit, and fucking Black Ranger, that motherfucker couldn't even dance, man. Fuck him. He's missing a finger.
Yes, and his third finger, was it?
Yeah, I didn't notice that until the show one day when they zoomed in on his hands and he was doing it's morphin' time shit, and I was like,
I actually never noticed.
there is not a finger there. Nice.
I'm gonna have to relook at this now.
Yeah, he's missing like his third finger.
Yeah, you can YouTube it. They highlighted it like big time.
This picture is one of those videos where it stops and then draws a red circle.
It tripped me out, though. For the most part, everyone has made some type of return back to the show, except for him.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not Trini, because, unfortunately, she passed away. R.I.P. Trini.
Yeah, I don't think the guy that played Adam did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He came back as the Gold Ranger or some way. No, he came back as a different Black Ranger.
Yeah, well, he came back as himself. It's just his powers had faded or some bullshit. He had enough juice left in his morpher to fucking have one more fucking karate fight and help whatever the next newer incarnations of Power Rangers were.
Well, I will say,
Was that in space?
It might have been.
Other than Jason David Frank, he's probably, other than anybody, I think he's probably had the best career and nobody would know it, but he has been the voice of a lot of anime characters.
He has.
Is it Frank? Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw this, like, he was Vash the Stampede in Trigon.
Mm-hmm. He has made an entire career off of voice acting.
Like,
Good for him.
Yeah, I would love for them to do like a Power Rangers Where Are They Now, just so I can hear their sad stories. Except for some of them. Like, I would love to hear Adam be like, yeah, so Power Rangers ended, and I just found work doing voice shit. And I'm the voice of all your favorite characters, so fuck you. Oh, okay. Zach, what are you up to?
Still dancing.
Still trying to sell them hip-hop keto DVDs.
Which Power Ranger killed somebody in real life?
I looked that up. It was the Red Ranger from, like, Wild Force or some shit. He got into an argument with his fucking roommate and stabbed him with a real sword.
Wow.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Did you imagine what that argument must have been like? Hey, man, I need your half of the rent. Bro, don't do the fucking it's morphin' time shit. I'm serious, man. Come up with your half of the fucking rent. Oh, he's fucking doing it again. He's fucking doing it. He's over there doing his little kicks and he's talking to imaginary Zord. Oh, fuck. I want him the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's morphin' time. That's some fuck shit. I shouldn't be laughing at somebody dying. That's fucked up. Somebody lost their whole life to a Power Ranger. I should not be laughing about that. That is not okay. Fucking filter.
No, not at all.
Fucking filter. I need that shit.
I mean, but can you imagine the life that they probably lived? I mean, it was probably terrible, like, trying to get a job.
For some of them.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, you were the damn Red Ranger.
Yeah, but imagine
You would not get this far.
Imagine if you're fucking Tommy though. You're like, hey, what's up, guys? I wanna audition for I don't know, fucking Max Payne. Hell no. No, but guys, I've been taking acting classes, and I can really portray a maverick cop on the fucking edge of sanity. No, do the line. Come on, guys. Come on, say it. It's morphin' time. Hell no. I don't take you seriously at all. Or could you imagine being the original? Can you imagine being the original Red Ranger? Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm Jason.
Say Dragon Sword.
I'm here to audition for the role of Bruce Wayne / Batman.
I don't give a fuck. Say Dragon Sword.
Okay, but see, Bruce Wayne and or Batman does not actually say Dragon Sword.
You're the Red Power Ranger. Shut up and say it.
Okay, but see, this is like this version of Batman is based in Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, I know.
I better.
All right, next. Get the hell out of here.
No, but I can still read the line though. I could just, if I can.
No, we're good.
We'll call you. Can you imagine just being at the club? Hey, what's up, girl? You may recognize me. Yeah. Hip Hop Keto? You know about that? No? Okay. All right, well, check this out. Watch these dance moves. And kick. And punch. Recognize me? Huh? Zach? Power Rangers? Black Ranger? The only other black in Angel Grove? Like, I was literally the only black dude in Angel Grove. Never saw my family, ever? No. That's cool.
Nope.
No, I wasn't the Green Ranger. Why would you ask that? You know, good and hell, the Green Ranger was a white dude.
Are you Tommy? No.
But to Power Rangers' credit, we did have a few black leaders of Power Ranger teams. I looked that shit up.
By that time,
I mean, I wasn't watching by then, but you know, I've heard tales from people. I think one of the in space shows, I think the leader was black or some shit.
It was probably Lost Galaxy.
See, the problem is that when I say that, neither one of you know who the fuck I'm talking about.
I have no earthly clue whatsoever. None.
So that tells me if you two don't fucking know, that means motherfuckers are gonna listen to this podcast and be like, man, who the fuck were the black leaders? I don't know. Man, I guarantee that's a series I didn't watch. Fucking racist.
It might be our first angry comment. How would you not know that blah 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 and blah 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 season was the leader?
Like I give Power Rangers a lot of shit, but I really do. I respect the fact that they helped a lot of children or a lot of individuals take up martial arts. And as much as I hate to admit that, because I really like the idea of people finding martial arts by other means, but you know what? If Power Rangers is what it takes to get kids through the door, to get them off the fucking couch or off the fucking internet and actually, punch and kick and not just swipe left or right, then I'm all for it. Even though back in the 90s, we didn't have to worry about none of that shit. Because apparently we had dialogue.
Yeah, man, karate.
Did it?
I mean, originally, I guess you could say that Power Rangers was one of the first ones to, I guess, promote the anti-bullying thing.
They were.
Unless you really... I mean, I don't know how you count Bulk and Skull as bullies, but I guess,
You're the lamest character.
Right. So,
I mean, first off, if you're getting bullied by those two, honestly...
Because they were going to this high school and they were also on the police force for these students.
Well, I think what always got me about the Bulk and Skull characters was the fact that they were clearly like 40-year-old men still trying to pose as high school students.
While they were going to high school, the police force.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, yeah.
That was
they
painful.
were cops.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They were cops. Oh, man.
I'm just trying to picture these guys as high school resource officers.
Did they ever find out?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I mean, they were the only ones in that town who ever was like, whenever Power Rangers are around, you guys aren't. Same number of Power Rangers, same number of kids hanging out with each other, same color scheme. I don't know. The voices sound kind of the same, too.
Yeah. They weren't too bright, though, I guess. So, yeah.
I do wonder if... This is probably a stupid question, because, I mean, I'm sure it probably did, because, I mean, they're still producing them in Japan. But I wonder if Japan... had the same... I wonder if it had the same cultural impact in Japan as it did in the United States, especially in terms of getting kids to actually get into martial arts. I'm going to assume yes, but I don't know.
I would assume so, yeah. Maybe.
I I mean, because they've had far more incarnations of these Ranger shows than we've even sampled here in the States. Their characters were like, I don't know, they're like the power of birds or some shit. Let me look this shit up before I just be misquoting shit. Like, yeah, man, the power of fucking blah, 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 blah.
I was like, okay. For a minute, I thought you was talking about G-Force. I was about to say, hold on.
Hey, now, come on. Come on now.
No, well, let's talk about it since I kind of went there.
You did.
G-Force, yeah, G-Force. What else?
Posted in the chat.
Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs. Yeah, they were all kind of spin-offs and
knockoffs.
All kind of crazy stuff. Knockoffs, yeah.
To me, though, like, in all honesty, even though they were knockoffs, the originals still hold up.
It holds up better?
I'm not going to say they hold up better, but they definitely, well, I guess you could say they do kind of hold up better. Me personally, I think they hold up better. I know, you know what, Lobo, you were right, Lobo. I was wrong. I said the 50s, you said the 70s. You're absolutely right. 1975.
Well, yeah, because it follows Super Sentai, and the earliest thing I could find on it was in the 1970s.
Nice.
I do my research occasionally.
Well, I appreciate that, because as you can see, I fucking didn't.
Yeah, it's because they were made by. Okay, so they all were made by the same company that made them and Kamen Rider or the Mask Rider and Cyborg 009. Nice.
Yep, Cyborg 009.
Yeah, anime. Yeah.
None of them have shit on Robot Boy.
Robot Boy?
Yeah, you know Robot Boy?
I don't. Robot Boy.
They kind of remade it in the 90s, and they redubbed it as Big Guy and Rusty, but Robot Boy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, see, when I say that, you remember.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I remember this.
You remember Big Guy and Rusty?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I definitely think that Power Rangers had a cultural impact that is still felt today, and I think that it's still responsible for getting kids into different martial arts disciplines and dojos. So, which of course then brings me to the most famous Power Ranger of them all, one Jason David Frank, aka Green Ranger, aka White Ranger, aka Red Ranger fucking Zeo and Red Ranger Ninja and fucking Black Ranger Dino. And if there's any other ones, I don't fucking know. Lord Dacon or Dracon, whatever the fuck, some other shit.
Yeah, that comic's actually pretty good.
It started off good. I started reading Shattered Grid, and it started off pretty strong. Tommy from an alternate universe kicks the fuck out of all the Rangers and kills the shit out of them.
Then he becomes the Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
Why they can't make a show like that? Like that?
They tried.
Did they?
Yeah, there's some videos out on YouTube. They were trying to get a.
Are you talking about?
The Lord Dragon
Are you
character.
talking about that? Yeah, got you.
No, not that one. There's actually like a somewhat series made based on the comics about Lord Draken. I think they were trying to pitch it as a TV show, then they just put it all on YouTube.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It's like a 10-minute video or something like that.
I would watch that. Because I thoroughly enjoyed the adult Power Ranger fan film? Did you guys ever see that one?
Yes.
I enjoyed the shit out of that. It had the fucker from Dawson's Creek playing Rocky. And it had the blonde chick from Battlestar Galactica and some other shit playing Kimberly. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Okay, silence.
Yeah. No, I was like, yeah, that's what I thought Lobo was talking about. I was like, yeah, that need to be made into a movie, man. Like, I think people who watched the Power Rangers when they were young, at this point, would appreciate something like that.
Oh, yeah, you make it dark like that and have it where they're all fucking, I shouldn't say where they're all failed or they've all been murdered or executed, but honestly, it makes sense. And that's one of the things that made that fan film so fucking popular. The idea of, Rocky being like, yeah, dude, I bought into that fucking Zordon bullshit, recruited some kids with attitudes and we're going to make a difference. We were fucking kids. We didn't know what the fuck we were getting into. That was fucking genius. It just tripped me out to see the cat from Dawson's Creek, talking shit. I don't know why that just got me. I was like, oh man, it's Dawson.
Because he's from Dawson's Creek.
He's talking shit, and he's like, smacking bitches in the face. Okay, wow, all right. This is probably the coolest the character of Rocky has ever been. Like, okay, cool. I can fuck with this. The only gripe that I had about it, of course, once again, they made it all about Tommy, though. That was the one issue that I've always had with the Power Rangers series as a whole.
Saying the guy who made the fan film, he kind of knew what to give the fans of the show, at least.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking that away from him. I just hated the fact that they literally killed every other ranger, but couldn't find Tommy because Tommy's the reclusive loner who plays by his own rules. Now I'll give props to Jason David Frank though. I mean, like I said, I talk shit about Power Rangers and I clown it from time to time, but I got to give the cat some credit because if somebody threw a bucket of money in front of me and was like, hey, we want you to come back, we want you to be the fucking Rainbow Bright Ranger, I'll wear the fuck out that rainbow costume. I wouldn't care what my powers were. I wouldn't give a shit if my fucking Zord was a mermaid. I wouldn't give a shit. I would happily take that Haim Saban money.
I mean, because at this point, if you say Green Ranger, White Ranger, Dragon Zord, you have to say Tommy. You have to say Jason David Frank, all in the same sentence.
You have to. At the end of the day, he was the only one that mattered.
Pretty much.
He was the only one that, I mean, let's call it what it is. As popular as Power Rangers was, there has been no other character to ever match or beat his fame.
That first episode where he was in the, youth center, smoothie bar or whatever, and he was doing those
the triple
jumping back
kicks.
Yeah, and you just knew then, like, man, this guy would be cool if he was a Power Ranger.
He was the truth. I still remember the first fight scene of his character where the dude was doing the whole jump spinning back kicks. Dude did like 3 or 4 of them in a row, and they slow motion that shit. He did the first one, the putty ducked, did the second one, the putty ducked, third one, the putty ducked, and on that fourth one, he switched it from a jump spinning back crescent kick to a jump spinning back heel kick and caught the putty right in the chest, and the little fucker exploded. I was like, man, get this motherfucker a costume because he's about to school all of you. And damn if he didn't. I will say that is the one thing I did like about his story arc, where he just literally opened up the door to the Megazord and smacked all them dudes out of it.
Kicked everybody out.
Kicked you out of your own Zord.
Everybody, from what I can tell, agrees that his first episodes are the best episodes. So pretty much anything with him in it is the best episode.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I would hate being any other fucker on that show. All right, Black Ranger. Yeah, man. You're about to shoot your scene with Tommy. God. All right, man. So let me guess. I'm about to get fucking kidnapped and smacked up, and he's going to come save me? Yeah. Even though last episode I saved everybody and I blew up a big pig monster with my axe shotgun? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week I'm a bitch? Yeah.
Okay, so this week's episode, you guys are going to try to save his powers from a melting candle while he fucks up an unstoppable monster by himself.
By himself.
And you guys are going to fail.
And you guys are all his cucklords, and all you're going to do is follow him around.
And you guys are going to fail saving his powers. It's your fault.
By the way, Jason, I know you're the leader, and you've been the leader this entire time, and we've been setting up this relationship between you and Kimberly this entire time. You about to lose your chick and your spot as leader. Just like that. What? Yeah, it's okay. Nothing to talk about. But matter of fact, we about to write you off this show.
And immediately bring you back because people stopped watching.
They did bring him back. He was like the gold Zeo Morpher Ranger or some shit.
No, he was the White Ranger.
Yeah, he became the
gold Zeo because he was originally the Red Ranger. Then he came back. He had a cameo in the Power Rangers Turbo movie, which we won't speak of. And then they brought him back as Gold Ranger Zeo or some shit, where he became the Tommy of that season. Even though he wasn't nearly as cool, and he didn't get to do nearly as much shit. He didn't get to smack them all out of their Zords like Tommy did. But speaking of Tommy, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Jason David Frank, lifelong martial artist, owner of several martial arts dojos. I want to say they're called like Red Sun or Red Dragon Sun Karate or some shit. Also, an accomplished amateur mixed martial arts fighter. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, he stepped into the cage, so he get props for that.
Yeah, I gotta have respect for him for that.
Yeah, I do too. I gotta give that to him.
It seemed more. I'm gonna be honest. It seemed more legit than Batista.
That's. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give him his credit. He's had one fight, one win. Yeah, he's had one.
White, what happened?
I know, right? They should have made that shit happen. That was money. So I guess I'm looking at his record now. So as a pro, he's 1-0 as a pro. As an amateur, he is 4-0. Okay, that's pretty legit.
That's pretty decent. Yeah.
I've always wanted to see a fight between him and Jason. I actually think he would fuck Jason up.
Are we talking real life? Or
Yeah,
the
real
show?
life. I think Tommy would fuck him up. Like, just looking over his Wikipedia shit, I didn't realize that this cat also auditioned to be Adam Steele in VR Troopers. I don't know if you guys remember VR Troopers or not. That's one of the many Power Ranger knockoff shows from back in the day.
Hey, when I cut Power Rangers off, VR Troopers was it.
Really?
Really?
All 90 something episodes?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I respect that. I completely respect that. That show always tripped
I
me the
didn't
fuck
care too
out.
much for the lead character. The two supporting characters I did really like. What's his name? JR? JP?
Oh, JP. Yeah.
Yeah, the Lightning Lance Command. Yeah.
But I commend him for stepping in the fucking cage. I commend him for putting his money where his fucking mouth is. I gotta give him his credit, and I respect the fact that this dude bought he bought his childhood fucking dojo, and turned that shit into I guess a very successful string of schools. So I gotta give him props for that. And he created his own blend of American karate, Toso Kundo.
Koso Kundo.
Toso Kundo.
What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, explain that.
Yes.
All right. Since you put me on the spot, it is a hybrid martial arts. It is a full contact style created in the United States by Jason David Frank. It shares a lineage of karate, primarily Shotokan, Wado Ryu, Judo, Wing Chun, Jeet Kune Do, Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Aikido, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It says, Frank collected the most practical applications, modified them with his own philosophies, and created his own blend of American karate, Toso Kundo, to which he was also inducted into the World Karate Union Hall of Fame.
Yep. So how much he paid? How much he paid to get in? And again, I'm not saying he's not legit martial artist.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just gonna come up with a martial art and immediately I'm inducted into the Martial Arts Hall of Fame because
he did save the world several times over, sir.
So did Chuck Norris. I don't think he's in.
Okay, first of all, there's no comparison to Chuck
There is
Norris.
not. I won't even humor this bullshit. But he also has a hand in creating a Christian-based mixed martial arts company called Jesus Didn't Tap, to the point where Jason David Frank even has the slogan tattooed on his left forearm.
So, elaborate.
So, Jesus didn't tap, for those of you who don't know. Even when put on that cross against his will, he never tapped out to, therefore, that's all I got. So there you go. Yeah, look at that. Jesus didn't tap, and you know what? Neither did the Green Ranger. Hence, making him the greatest Power Ranger of all.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever make it to the episode where the Green Ranger fought the White Ranger?
How'd that happen? Was that like some old Black Mirror shit? How'd that happen?
Pretty much. They made an evil clone of him, and then you get to see the Dragon Zord fight the Tiger Zord.
Dude,
that was a pretty cool episode, yeah.
I'm still tripping off the fact that it was right there in front of my face for all these years that the Dragon Zord was based on Godzilla.
Well, when you really look at it, it's like, yeah, it's kind of obvious now.
It should have been obvious then, because I've been a fucking Godzilla fan for years.
The giant lizard thing that comes out the water and immediately destroys some buildings, fires a beam out of his mouth.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that messed me up too.
Because I had that trivia question. I had that shit. But you know what? I'm not gonna come across like that bitter person. I'm not gonna be that guy. Because
you know what? When I pulled up a picture of the Mecha Godzilla, man,
it's the same thing, just different colors.
It's probably gonna piss you off even more. Man,
shit.
I think there's a side-by-side comparison photo.
That's it. See, that angers me even more. Well, that was all I had in regards to us talking. It's fucking Morphin time. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and their fucking We'll take a 2-second break, and when we come back, Lobo is going to be oh so kind as to give us the synopsis of our craptacular karate flick, The Art of Self-Defense.
And now, our feature presentation.
So basically, it's about your typical average day shut-in / loser. Got no friends. He's got no direction in life. 30s, 5 years old, and he just gets picked on by everybody. One day, his whole life changes. His whole life changes when he's attacked by a bunch of thugs in the middle of the street who try to rob him, or so we think. After waking up in the hospital, he spends, I think like a month and a half passes of him just being a shut-in, afraid to go outside, feeding his dog whatever he has in the fridge. Finally goes back to work, and the first thing he does is try to buy a gun for self-defense. After filling out all the paperwork, because you can't just buy a gun anywhere, he happens across a karate dojo, and that changes his life for the rest of the film. Yes. Little do we know how dark the karate dojo gets.
That is how you synopsize a craptacular karate flick. Bravo, sir.
Oh man, I don't know why I get so nervous when I get put on the spot like this.
I don't know why you get so nervous either. You fucking killed that shit, dude.
And plus, he calling you every week.
I know, right? I call on you for this every week, and you have never disappointed me yet, sir. So by all means, bravo to you. So what'd you guys think about this movie?
I honestly like the movie as dark as it gets.
I fucking loved it. Now, I know you're very well versed in regards to different types of martial arts and make dojos or whatnot. But myself and Justice here can tell you there are cats in dojos just like this sensei.
Oh, I've met students like his. I haven't met a guy like that. Oh
man, there are senseis that have drank the Kool-Aid and will live and fucking die by it. Oh man, Justice, your thoughts on this movie, sir? Your thoughts on the characters?
Man, I love the movie. I mean, the character, same guy that played Scott Pilgrim. Yeah,
it's not the same guy that Scott Pilgrim.
Not the same guy. Nope.
No, they look almost exactly the same.
Oh, they look alike. Are you sure?
That's actually the cat that played Lex Luthor in Batman vs Superman.
But he played Evan in Superbad, right?
Nope. You're thinking of Michael Cera.
That's two different people.
Oh.
Yeah.
He looks like him, yeah.
Those are the only two human beings those are the only two human beings that I believe could have ever played this role.
Oh, I completely agree with you. Nobody could be that dry with this delivery.
No one. They picked the right guy.
I'm sorry. I didn't know we were out. It's too scary outside to go get dog food.
Okay, my bad. He played in Zombieland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you see me, now you don't. Got you. I get it mixed.
American Ultra.
Nice. Yeah, okay, nice. Now I didn't even know the name. But anyway, good movie. I love the movie, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I have nothing bad to say. I truly don't.
I fucking love
all the way down to the ending. The ending, man.
How did you hurt your hand? I heard it playing soft rock. You cannot hurt your hand playing soft rock. That's impossible. You only do that with metal.
I can't believe that how this movie just slipped right under the fucking radar.
Well, I looked up the trailer. I can understand why just by seeing the trailer.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a low key dark comedy. Like I said, I watched this movie I first watched this movie on an airplane on our way over to Thailand, and I just kind of fucking put it on by accident. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, and when I started watching it, it immediately woke me up because I was like, holy shit, I know motherfuckers who were just like this. I know senseis who believe in these nonsensical teachings and who believe everything that they've been told. For fuck's sake, they're bowing to a guy who basically created his own form of martial arts, appointed himself a rainbow-colored belt, called it karate, but yet the picture of the grandmaster is the founder of Aikido.
Like, I never forget being shaken awake on a plane. It's like, dude, you got to watch this movie.
Oh yeah, I had to wake Lobo up. I was like, you got to watch this.
Just watch it right now. You're gonna fucking
enjoy it. You're gonna fucking love it. Fuck your sleep. Sleep when you're dead. This shit right here is fucking amazing, and I loved it.
I'm just really glad. It's a very dark movie, but I'm glad it didn't go super dark with like rape or anything.
Dude,
there was one scene in this movie I thought that's where they were gonna go.
Honestly, I didn't think it was going to go rape. I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to go consensual gay sex, because I've never been into a dojo.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
I've never been into a dojo where they're just like, well, it's time to cool down. Everybody take your gis off, get completely in the nude, and start stretching.
I think only one guy did that, but yeah, it's still fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't want to see.
It's like he brought him in the back room, and there's just that girl just sitting there looking to feed it. It's like, please tell me this is not a rape scene right now.
Well, I wasn't gonna say rape. I was just gonna say like I guess. Well, yeah, that would be rape, but that would be like it was a part of the initiation. I was gonna say.
Like everybody.
That's what I thought it was gonna be.
This.
Yeah, everybody's got to do it. Take stuff off.
Yeah, I was like, I can't watch this movie. And like,
graciously, it didn't go there at all.
I like how dude came home and there was a fucking German Shepherd in his house and was like, yeah, you must tame him. What the fuck?
Right.
That doctor fucking made me laugh. He's like, I don't know how to explain this. It looked like a kick, but hit like a punch.
Oh, dude, I have heard that so many times throughout the years.
That's a real saying?
Yeah, throughout the years of full contact karate, I've heard that so many times. This punch felt like a kick, but the kick felt more like a punch. Meaning with a kick, there's more follow-through. With a punch, it's more dense. Stops on target.
Oh, that's what that means.
Mm-hmm. So when they're saying treat your punch like a kick, they're saying follow through with the technique. When they say, yeah, treat your kick like a punch, make contact, but don't follow through.
The more you know.
The more you grow. Yeah.
Right?
But I thoroughly enjoyed this film from beginning to end.
I fucking loved it.
It opens up and there's this French couple just talking shit about everybody, and then we find out he's learning French, so he understood everything.
What tripped me out was when he made the belts and started passing them around to the dojo.
I've doing that before.
And he gave the sensei a black leather belt. It was like, I can tell this is my black belt. I was like, what?
Thank you for giving me this brown belt. Now I can feel like a brown belt everywhere.
But you know who I like that? BJJ guys.
Oh, dude, there's a website where they do sell those belts.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, BJJ guys, they are just like that.
Yeah, you can get your white belt, you can get your blue belt, your purple belt, brown belt, and black belt.
Oh, they take it to the extreme, bro. You can get your keychain with the fucking belt color hooked to it. Yeah,
You can put your stripes on it.
Yeah, they go all out with that shit. I thoroughly fucking love this movie. I love the fact of they pretty much stuck to traditional karate techniques. I like the fact of, and this is gonna sound kind of fucked up, I really like the sensei and how he made an example of the blue belt just showing up to the fucking night classes. Well, I don't agree with what he did to the guy, but I understand his reasoning. And for those who have followed a traditional form of martial art before, you don't just invite yourself to the senior class. You don't just invite yourself to learn techniques that you haven't earned the right to learn. And you damn sure don't just insinuate and assume that you're going to get the next belt rank just because there's testing. So I did like how the sensei would just kind of put him in his place by low-key kind of shitting on him. I don't necessarily agree with shattering his fucking elbow, but I do respect the fact that he didn't cater to this fucking guy simply because he was paying dues.
Yeah, really, he didn't cater to anybody.
No, not at all.
Although he did shit on the girl.
He did shit on the girl, but I also can understand if he's following the teachings of his master, who probably had that same outlook when it came to women. I could see how he would be like, well, she's a woman, so therefore you can never achieve the same level of victory in combat as a man would, because that was the thought process back then. You can't really run a successful business now having that mentality, but she definitely proved she was black belt level by the way she destroyed that dude. And
then continued to destroy him as he was unconscious.
Oh, man. For me, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't know how you guys feel, but as always, when it comes to the rating of our Craptacular Karate films, 1 being absolute Hershey squirts fucking doo-doo dog shit, all the way up to 5, which represents the greatest piece of cinematic Marvel history in regards to combats on film. And for me, storyline, characters, fight scenes, overall tone of the movie, this gets a solid 5 for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that, man.
Yeah,
So 5.
I'll go 5. I'm gonna go 5. I was gonna say 4.7, but since everybody else saying 5, let's go 5.
Said
Yeah.
5.7.
4.7, 4.7, but
Oh,
we'll go 5. We'll round up 5.
Okay, so basically 5s across the board. Okay. Anybody that gets a chance to check out that movie, Jesse Eisenberg, or whatever the fuck his name is, definitely check out The Art of Self-Defense. And with that being said, Justice, it's that time again, sir. Would you be as so kind as to provide us with the technique of the day?
Improve your skills, son. Harden your body. Become the number one man. Do not ever let anyone beat you.
So the technique of the day, I got 2. First one, he has his yellow belt. He's wearing it. He's filled himself. You know, he's been sparring a couple of times. So he's talking to the guy at his job, which is his boss. He kind of befriends him, but he just
He's
kind
an
of
only
stands.
nice person.
Yeah, he just kind of stands there like really stiff and nonchalant, talk to the guy, and the guy's like, "Look, man, you got to come back to work. I'm your friend. You want to come over for dinner?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to come for dinner." And then he says a couple other things, and then just punches him in the face. And it's just out of the blue, like just punching him, like
Out of the blue, just
was it
hits
a
him in the
throat?
Yeah, he punches him right in the
Yeah,
fucking throat.
Yeah, and then he tells him like, "I'm punching you in the throat," and then he just punches him in the throat, and then he's like,
No, he doesn't say it. He
"Okay."
just does it.
I thought he said it. He didn't say it.
No, like one of the dickheads in the break room says they want to punch him in the throat, and he just does it.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I am
But
a
yeah.
man, and I do things. I do not just say things.
Yeah, so he just kind of stood there real stiff, like, okay, like he was nervous, and then all of a sudden, bam, down goes Frazier.
Fucking loved it.
And the most important and my favorite one, and I don't condone violence, but you have a problem with Sensei, you challenge him a fight to the death, you put your gi on, you grab your gun, and as soon as you bow, he pulls out the gun and he shoots him right in the he shoots him right in the head.
Gun fu beats all.
Yeah, and then he proceeds to give him like 2 different things that he was going to say once he did it. And I was like, man.
Do you want me to say it?
Please do, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
You would argue that because I had to use the gun that I am weak, and I do not disagree with that. But I would argue I'm the one still alive, so you are weak. The other thing is, I saw it in a movie. I heard it in a movie once. I didn't play by the rules, but then there were no rules.
Fucking loved it. Fucking
Right.
love it.
Killed it.
Oh, man.
Killed it. Literally.
Solid 5s all around. Definitely got to check that movie out. Justice, since you're on such a roll,
Please, this movie needs more love.
why don't you go ahead and take us down memory lane while you're at it?
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Now let me take a trip down memory lane.
Oh, nice.
You like that?
Alright. Yeah, that ending, yeah. That was nice.
I appreciate it.
All right, so it's the new year, everybody. No fights are on at the moment, but if you want to go back in Japan, it is a tradition to have fights on every year, December 31st.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go back and take a look at and I hope I say this right. It was started by Antonio Inoki, the Inoki Bambayi. If I'm saying that right.
I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, Inoki Bambayi. Look it up on YouTube. 2012. Probably the more memorable ones. We talking about Mirko Krokop, a couple of other people. He actually pulled off an armbar submission, which was kind of odd, but he did it either way. There were some other years that was great as well. 2002, 2006. Look those up, man. Like it's like K1. They have wrestling matches. They have kickboxing matches. K1 rules. They have MMA matches. I mean, you even see King Mo when they did the Dream crossover. It was a lot going on, man. So good fights, good time. Check it out. Inoki Bambayi.
Hell yeah, I'm in. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna need somebody to spell that.
Yeah,
I'm leaving that for
Inoki,
Justin.
like Antonio Inoki, the wrestler.
Well, I got that part.
INOK.
But the rest of it.
BAM. Oh, actually BOM. Bombay. BOM hyphen BA hyphen YE.
All right.
And as always, I
Mm.
appreciate that, Justice. And gentlemen, that was all I had for episode 26. It's motherfucking morphin' time. As always, I appreciate you guys for coming out, taking time out of your evenings to drop some knowledge and share some laughs. Let's get the fuck out of here. Be sure to listen, like, share, and subscribe for all the latest episodes, news, and updates. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at fistfights.friedricepodcast or at H8L.Muay Thai. On Twitter, follow us at H8L_Fight Talk.
When you take the pebble from my hand, it will be time for you to leave.